Behold the stink bug. It looks like a shield someone carved out of a sad green crayon and then sneezed on it. It walks with the quiet dignity of a tiny armored Roomba that has forgotten its charging station and is now contemplating the sweet abyss. It flies with the aerodynamic grace of a drop wallet, but this little six-legged Dorito isn't here to impress you with its acrobatics. No, it has a much more pungent purpose. And how is it turning your prize-winning tomatoes into mushy, disgusting failures from the inside out? And wait, did I just see another one? A different kind, sucking the guts out of something else? Is this a hero or a villain? Let's get acquainted. This whatever, a name that sounds less like a bug and more like a wizard who failed his final exam. Originally from East Asia, this little guy hitched a ride to North America sometime in the 90s, probably in a shipping crate full of something deeply disappointing like beige office chairs or something. And now, well, they're everywhere. Your garden, your laundry, that one in the corner of the ceiling you can't quite reach. Now, looking at this little armored unit, you might think, great, a six-legged vampire, here to drain my precious life juices while I sleep. But no, your blood is safe. Honestly, it's a little disappointing, right? Instead of a mouthful of chompers, the stink bug is equipped with a biological switchblade, a hypodermic Capri Sun straw. The nerdlingers call it a rostrum, but let's call it what it is, a face spear. And it doesn't just sip. Oh no, that would be too polite. The stink bug is a practitioner of botanical acupuncture. First it stabs its target, a juicy leaf, a plump soybean, your unsuspecting apple, with his needle mouth. Then it gets gross. A stream of digestive saliva, a chemical cocktail that basically melts the plant's insides. It turns the firm, respectable plant tissue into a goopy, pre-digested slurry yuck, a vegetable smoothie. Then, and only then, does it slurp it all back up. It's not eating your tomato, it's drinking your tomato's ghost. This whole process leaves behind a trail of destruction, not holes, but dead, pockmarked spots, like the fruit has a terrible skin condition. So, while it won't drain your blood, it will absolutely drain the soul out of your garden. But what if I told you, not all stink bugs are created equal? Hold on to your tiny metaphorical hats because here's where things get interesting. Not all stink bugs are vegetarian smoothie enthusiasts. Some of them are heroes. Meet the two-spotted stink bug, or as I like to call it, the stink bug vigilante. This critter looks a little different, maybe a bit more streamlined, and has very different dietary preferences. While its brown cousin is busy ruining your organic kale, this guy is out there protecting your potato crop. It's a predatory stink bug, a cold-blooded carnivore in the tiny insect jungle. Its favorite meal? The notoriously destructive larvae of the Colorado potato beetle. Imagine a plump, unsuspecting Colorado potato beetle larva happily munching its way through your potato plant. Along comes our stink bug vigilante. Same face spear, but a very different agenda. It stabs the larva, injects its specialized digestive enzymes, which, I assure you, are far more potent than the vegetable melting kind, and turns the larva's insides into a bug protein shake. Gross. Then it proceeds to slurp up the liquefied remains, leaving behind nothing but a shriveled empty husk. The picture you saw? That larva dangling from the stink bug's beak? That's not horror, that's justice, baby. That's a tiny six-legged sheriff taking down a major agricultural criminal. So, while one branch of the stink bug family is the reason your tomatoes look like they have acne, another branch is actively saving your potatoes. You can't truly judge a book or a bug by its cover, can you? But whether they're plant smoothie fans or larval juice connoisseurs, they all share that one signature move, the stank. Tucked on the underside of its thorax, the stink bug has two metathoracic scent glands. Think of them as twin chemical war crime pouches. When you apply the old mortal squish, you're not just ending its clumsy existence. It squeezes its little stanky stank sacs, catastrophically releasing the aldehydes within. This unleashes the bug's final ghostly insult, a lingering chemical scream that stains the air and stubbornly sticks to whatever you used for the grim deed. To you and me, that translates to the ghost of a cilantro salad that died under a sweaty running shoe. It's a chemical scream that says, I am disgusting, do not consume me. And it works. Birds, lizards, and even spiders will take one whiff and decide to order takeout instead. But here's where it gets weird. That smell isn't just a defensive get away from me fart. It's also an invitation, a stinky little party flare. When one plant-eating stink bug finds a nice place to hang out, like, say, the warm side of your house, it can release an aggregation pheromone. It's whispering, "Hey guys, free real estate over here, and no door charge." And his buddies smell that, and they come. And then their buddies come. And before you know it, your house has become the hottest, stinkiest insect nightclub on the block. Which brings us to autumn, the magical time of year when these little weirdos decide your home is their winter timeshare. They just want to find a quiet place to sleep for 6 months, a process the science nerds called overwintering. So, how do you serve them an eviction notice? First, seal everything. Caulk those cracks like you're trying to make your house airtight for a trip to Mars. I know you won't, and neither will I either. Second, and this is crucial, do not squish the bug. What are you doing? Put that shoe down. Squishing is like setting off the stink bomb alarm and the party flare all at the same time. You're just going to release that danger scent, which can attract more bugs. The best method? The old cup and paper trick, or the toilet flush of no return. A Viking funeral, but no, don't shoot a flaming arrow at your toilet, you fecking idiot. So the stink bug. Not a blood-sucking vampire, but a smoothie-drinking vandal, or a larval juice vigilante. Not an assassin, just a clumsy, misunderstood chemical warrior looking for a warm place to crash. Its greatest weapon isn't just a shield against predators, but a social network, a stinky GPS guiding its friends to the promised land, which just happens to be your living room. Let us know in the comments which of these defense mechanisms or surprising alliances blew your mind the most. Did you know there were good stink bugs? And be sure to subscribe for more fascinating facts from the wild. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.